What is up, guys? Today we have a vlog. This is something that I rarely do, but when I do it, it seems to get a pretty good response because you see me as the news guy. You rarely get to see me as like Dan Keem talking to you. But I want to talk about the greatest podcast that's never going to happen. I was thinking about doing a podcast, and I didn't want to just like make a podcast. Oh, let's get together and let's talk, and maybe people like it, and maybe they won't. Like, no, I'm an entertainer. It is my job to know what entertainment is. It's my job to know what viewers want to see and want to hear. And a lot of times viewers will give you mixed messages like, oh, I hate this, and why are you covering this? But I know my audience better than my audience really knows themselves, because a lot of times people will say they hate something, but in reality, you really like it and you can't wait to watch the next video, the next follow-up on that same subject. And that's something that you kind of need to know as an entertainer. It's hard to listen to what everyone says in the comment section because the people that enjoy your content rarely comment. They enjoy it. They move on with their day. The people that hate you and hate your content are in the comments nonstop. Fuck you, kill yourself, die of cancer, whatever it is, right? So that's something that you need to learn when you're being a YouTuber or an entertainer, is that the most vocal crowd is the minority. They always are, in most cases. So I want to create this podcast, and I want it to be great. I want it to be amazing. I want it to be one of the best podcasts ever created. So I'm thinking about different hosts, right? And I've seen podcasts before. I've seen podcasts where the two guys are like good friends, or the two YouTubers are best buddies, and they get together and they make a podcast, and it's like they just white knight each other. Like there's no conflict, there's no discussion, there's no different opinions battling in a ring where, you know, one of the opinions is the winner, right? That is boring to me, and I think it's boring to a lot of people. I wanted a podcast with different people and different points of views. So I thought about having Leafy, Grade A, Under A, and Sky Williams. And I tweeted out, hey, I'm thinking about doing a podcast with these guys without even talking to them. And the response was amazing. A lot of people were down. But I started getting a bunch of tweets saying, fuck Sky Williams, replace Sky with H3, you know, replace Sky with so-and-so. And it's just one of these situations where, like, I know Sky Williams is going to be fucking gold on this. And not gold because you're going to agree with everything he says. It's going to be gold because he has a completely different background than me, Leafy, and Grade, and that he has different opinions and he has a different thought process. He has something different that he can put in the ring to battle. So I ignore it like it means nothing to me. We do a phone call, and the four of us talk, and Leafy, first of all, Sky's in there at the beginning. Leafy goes into it, and he's ranting about something, and Grade A's saying something, and I'm laughing, and I'm chirping in, and we're having a great time. Now, Sky Williams is on his way to the gym, right? And he's only got his cell phone, and he sees the Skype thing ring. So he answers on his cell phone, and I'm like, dude, you're late. Why are you late? And he just goes off on me, and blah, 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 blah. And it's just, at that moment, I realized this is fucking gold. This is a top 10 podcast. This is so amazing because we're so different, and we have so many different opinions, and the way we all act might not be funny to people as an individual, but as a group, it's just pure gold. It's entertainment. Like, I'm listening to this conversation, and I'm envisioning viewers listening to it, and I just see smiles everywhere in the audience. I have something that's gold, and I'm super excited about it. So we talk about the podcast. We talk whether or not we want to do it, what our concerns are, and we all decide that we are 100% fucking doing this thing, and we are all excited about it. I'm the most excited. But when it gets announced, when I start tweeting about it and stuff, people find out that Grade A is going to be on this podcast, and Grade A's fans that hate me start giving Grade A bunch of shit. Like guilty by association. Did you know Keemstar did this and Keemstar said this and I can't believe you would associate yourself with Keemstar and blah, blah, blah. All this stuff at grade A. And grade A ignores it. He's like, I like Keem, all right? And it's cool. Everything's fine. However, recently there's been drama with Leafy, where Leafy has been labeled as a bully. So last night, you know, grade A under A and Sky Williams are under attack by a bunch of people that are claiming like Sky's a bully and Grade's a bully, and how could Grade be associated with Leafy and Keem, and how could Sky be associated with Leafy, to the point where these guys felt like they needed to not do the podcast. And I don't blame them. I'm not upset with them at all. I understand it. I get it, right? But I don't understand viewers. Like, I don't understand why you want to ruin something like this. Like, I get not liking somebody on a show, but think about your favorite shows. Like, there's always one person that you don't like. Think about movies. There's always a good guy and a bad guy. And the fact that the good guy and the bad guy battle it out, that's where the entertainment is. The entertainment is not in whether I like a person or dislike a person. The entertainment is usually in conflict, because conflict is the reason why we grow. It's the advancement of our knowledge, of our ideas, of our society. Conflict in drama throughout my whole life has taught me more than any teacher or scholar ever could. It's the battle of ideas. It's the battle of thoughts. It's the difference of opinion. It's when two ideas go to war and they debate in a ring and one is announced the winner and the loser adopts the idea of the winner. It's something beautiful, because everybody learned a lesson. Everybody learns something. Everybody gains something. Everybody has a different perspective now, a better understanding of the world, of this subject, of these ideas. And I wish viewers looked at something like this podcast as an exchange of ideas, of entertainment, as opposed to, I don't like that person, so now I don't like you. Guilty by association has ruined so much. So many times that YouTubers try something different, and there's this vocal minority that's just, I liked your other videos. I like the other style videos you did. That they're out there and they're screaming, I'm going to unsub and all this stuff. And this negative attack of change is the reason why it like stunts the growth of so many YouTubers. It's why they get stuck in a box or stuck in a category, and they don't try different things and they don't do different things. This minority of people that complain and bitch and threaten, oh, I'm going to unsub if you do a podcast with someone I don't like. That type of person has really hindered entertainment on YouTube, and I've seen it for 7 years. What's strange is grade A under A got a lot of people saying that they were mad at him because he was doing the podcast. But all the people that were excited about this podcast really didn't say anything. And I wish they would have. And there's a possibility that we still might do this podcast. But the only way it's going to happen is if viewers in big numbers demand it. Because right now, the only thing Sky Williams and Grade are seeing and hearing is, I can't believe you would associate yourself with Keemstar and Leafy. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to me. I mean, that's all I can ask for. If you made it to the end, thanks, guys.